Hey everyone, if you're using QuoteX, you already know just how critical accurate quoting is to your business. Well, today we're going to talk about something that's a real game changer. It's a new tool designed to turn all that quoting data you're collecting into a seriously powerful strategic asset. Let's talk about the QuoteX Dashboard. All right, let's just get the biggest question out of the way right from the start, shall we? This incredible add-on, it's provided at absolutely no additional cost to all active QuoteX subscribers. Yep, you heard that right. It's a powerful upgrade, and it's completely free for you. So what's the big idea behind this? It's actually pretty simple. We want to help you take all that quoting data you already have and turn it into your single greatest asset. I mean, this dashboard is all about unlocking those golden nuggets, those actionable insights that have been just kind of hiding right below the surface. And how does it do that? Well, there are a few key features that make it all happen. First off, you get real-time data integration. This means you're always, and I mean always, making decisions based on the absolute latest information. We've also packed it with interactive visualizations to make all that complex data super easy to understand at a glance. And the best part? It's all wrapped up in a really user-friendly interface that even pulls in your custom Salesforce branding, so it feels completely seamless. Okay, so let's dive in and really explore this powerful new tool. What can you actually expect once you've got it up and running? What kind of insights are you going to be able to uncover? But first things first, let's talk about getting it set up. I know you might be thinking, is this going to be complicated? And the answer is no. We've designed the process to be incredibly straightforward. Seriously, we're talking about a quick 6-step setup that'll take you from installation to insight in just a few minutes. So here's a quick look at the steps. First, you'll install the Manage package. Now, the one thing to remember here is you need to be on QuoteX version 1.75 or higher. After that, you just have to configure a couple of navigation items and tabs. It's a really simple configuration, and honestly, before you know it, you'll be ready to view your brand new dashboards. And that, of course, leads us to the best part. Once you're all set up, what can you actually see? What are the stories that your data is just waiting to tell you? All right, the first big area of insight is all about understanding your scope data. This is where you get that crystal clear picture of who is doing what, and maybe more importantly, just how complex that work really is. You know, the stuff that's absolutely crucial for good resource allocation. One of the first things the dashboard really helps clarify is the difference between standard efforts and derived efforts. So standard efforts, that's the hours you're allocating directly when you're scoping and sizing a project. Derived efforts, on the other hand, are the hours that are allocated based on one of your predefined resourcing plan templates. Really getting a handle on this split is absolutely key for accurate resource planning. Now imagine being able to see the health of your entire pipeline in just a single glance. That's what this chart does. It breaks down all your scopes by the review status, so you can instantly see what's approved and good to go, what's currently under review, and, most importantly, what's stuck and needs revision. This is probably the fastest way you'll ever find to spot and clear up any bottlenecks. And what about complexity? This next chart gives you that instant snapshot of your team's workload distribution. Are you looking at a whole bunch of low complexity tasks or a few really high complexity projects? Answering that question is so vital for managing risk and just making sure you've got the right people on the right jobs. Okay, but let's be real. Operational efficiency, that's only half the story. The question that really matters is, how does all of this work actually impact your bottom line? And that's where the next part of the dashboard comes in. It's completely dedicated to tracking your project financials. This is where you get to monitor your costs, your margins, and your overall profitability, all in real time. What's so cool about this is that it lets you track those key financial metrics as they evolve over the entire project timeline. So you can literally watch your sales margin, your services cost, and your blended rate change from phase to phase. It gives you a living, breathing view of your project's financial health, not just some static, out-of-date snapshot. And you can drill down even deeper. For example, you can track your offshore blend to see if you're optimizing costs correctly. You can monitor the total discount percentage to really understand how that's impacting your revenue. And you can keep a super close eye on total billable expenses to make sure you're maximizing what you recover. But it's not just about tracking what's happening right now. The QuoteX dashboard also gives you this incredible look into the future. And it does that with the timeline dashboard, which is all about forecasting. This is where things get really powerful. You can visualize your projected revenue over time. This chart shows you the expected resource burn, week by week or month by month, which helps you manage cash flow and ultimately make way more accurate financial forecasts. The dashboard also gives you a super clear breakdown of your staffing mix. You can see instantly the hours allocated to your internal folks versus your external contractors, and having that visibility is absolutely essential for making those big strategic decisions about hiring and balancing your workforce. And this brings us to one of the most fundamental questions any services business can ask. How much of our team's time is actually generating revenue? This simple chart comparing billable versus non-billable hours gives you such a powerful at-a-glance answer to that question. It's all about your team's efficiency and focus. So to wrap it all up, what is the QuoteX Dashboard? Think of it as your new command center. It's a comprehensive, real-time analytics tool that pulls together everything you need to monitor, manage, and, most importantly, optimize your entire quoting process, from the very beginning to the very end. You know, every single quote, every project, every hour that gets logged in your system, it's all telling a piece of a much larger story. Your data really does have a story to tell. And with the QuoteX Dashboard, you finally have the tool you need to actually listen.